Hey guys, I'm Amy. I feel guided to come on and do a reading messages from the past on loved one. So I'm going to start with the Talking to Heaven book, and then I do have my Soul Tarot, my Healing Waters Oracle, and my Spiritual Meanings of Birds Oracle that I'll be using as well. Okay, so Spirit, please show me what messages there are for this collective from their past on loved one. What messages this collective need to hear from their past on loved one spirit. Thank you. I love it when my third eye lights up during a reading. I really do. Okay, so what are we going to start with? Tears cleanse the soul. Tears cleanse the soul. When you cry, I am even closer to you, hugging and reassuring you. Sometimes you feel my presence and sometimes not. However, I want you to know how beautiful you are when you are vulnerable with your heart fully open, feeling your raw emotions. Tears are a way to wash your soul of impurities such as fear and worry. It's a healthy means of releasing painful feelings. So I'm very proud of you for allowing yourself to cry. I know that it's difficult and that you want the pain to end, and it will, I promise. Just know that your heart heals faster as you allow it to experience all of these feelings. Don't try to stay composed or hold back tears. Cry if and when you need to. People will understand. And if they don't, then that says much more about them than it does about you, because God gave us the ability to shed tears for a healing reason, and it takes a strong person to cry. And I am a firm believer that in this, right? I actually did raise my sons that it is okay for men to cry. Feeling is it's a part of being alive, right? Having emotions is a part of being alive. I am the rest. I am with the rest of. Can I speak now? I am with the rest of the family. There we go. Now I got it out. I am with the rest of the family. Here we go. Please don't worry that I'm alone or lonely because I'm surrounded by all of our loved ones. They met me when I traveled here, and it's been like one sweet family reunion ever since, without any drama. Every relative and friend you think about is here with me, and they send you their love. Family relationships are quite different here in that there's pure love and no ego competition. So all of the annoying habits have dropped away, and our memories of our human quirks are handled with a compassionate sense of humor. Everyone is in a constant good mood, and no one is in a rush. The fences have all washed away, and our hearts are all open to one another. From a relationship perspective, this truly is heaven. Okay, next we have believe in yourself, you can do it. From my heavenly vantage point, I can see and understand everything so much more clearly now. I can see that you and I never had anything to be afraid of. The only thing that was ever standing in our way was fear about the future. Yet now I realize that you and I create our own future. So I'm urging you to go forward with all your heartfelt dreams. Leave nothing to chance. I believe in you because I love you, but also because I can see that nothing is stopping you unless you believe it is. I will be with you every step of the way. And the final card from this deck, I am so much better now. And look at that beautiful rainbow. Okay, I'm so much better now. Okay, I know you worry about me and you wonder how much I suffered in my life in passing. Both you and I would feel so much better, though, if you would focus on the present. I promise you that I feel 1,000,000% better now that I'm here. Your love for me is a true miracle, especially after all that we went through together. I value and honor your love more than you will ever know. Now that I'm out of my physical body, there's no more pain or suffering. I am free. My mind is also healthy, as I no longer have to worry about any of the stressful parts of Earth life. Truly, the only thing that would make me happier is for you to be happy. And as much as you pray for me, I pray for your happiness too. I love you. That is such a beautiful message, sir. I absolutely love that. Okay, next I'll be pulling from the birds deck. So, Spirit, what bird is being sent to this collective from their passed on loved one? And what message does it bring? Bird, Spirit. Okay, anything else? Any more, Spirit? Thank you. So we have. Oh, okay, that was stuck to the book. Nice. So we've got 3 cards here. We are going to start with the owl. Focus, prophecy, wisdom. I swear owls have been following me for the last couple of years. They're a sign for me for sure. Okay, we got page 93, so those numbers could be relevant for you. Focus, prophecy, wisdom. The owl, with its ability to see and hear very precisely, can cut through obfuscation and murk. It may be bringing you the message that you can do the same if you focus. The owl cannot see anything up close, so it may be warning you to pay closer attention to things. Don't be blind to what's happening right under your nose. See the owl as a messenger from the darkness and uncertainty of life. Instead of fearing it for its news, appreciate and welcome it. You may not want to receive news that is not positive, but having advance notice is a valuable thing because you can prepare. The owl may be reminding you to assess your own wisdom and intuition, to see through illusion or deception, or to trust yourself in a time of uncertainty. Okay, next is the titmouse. Thought, resourcefulness, confidence. Here we go. Page 117. All species, variants of the titmouse, have a head crest which calls your attention to the head and your use of it. Do you perhaps need to pause and rethink something? Or maybe you're overthinking a situation. When a titmouse makes a nest, it finds an existing crevice to make over or creates a new one in a dead tree. This behavior encourages you to reuse existing resources or make over something that doesn't suit your needs. Make it your own. Use everything at your disposal to achieve your goal. The titmouse rapidly drums its beak on trees to establish its presence and warn off encroachers. The titmouse will tell you to have the confidence to remind people that you're here and that you won't be overlooked or ignored. Speak up. Okay, and then finally we have the robin. New beginnings, cheer, and cycles. Beautiful. The robin is a welcome harbinger of spring. A robin can inform you of something new just around the corner, likely something anticipated or long awaited. The robin encourages you to step outside, find cheer in the natural world, in gardens or wild places. Go for a walk in the rain and splash in the puddles. Try adding a dash of bright red to your wardrobe to cheer you up. The robin's message can be summed up as new beginnings are on the way. Watch for opportunity or the seeds of a new venture to develop. Joy, happiness, and cheer will be yours. Beautiful. And perhaps this new beginning is being brought to you from, being sent to you from your passed on loved one. I do believe in that being a thing. Okay, next I'm going to read from the Healing Waters. So what other messages are there for the collective from their passed on loved one spirit? What other messages? Okay, that's too many. It's too many, spirit. Oh, beautiful. Okay, any more? Give me one more. Spirit. Okay, so we have the rainbow, which is what I said beautiful too, because this is going right next to the other rainbow. Beautiful rainbow there. To go right next to this beautiful rainbow. So I feel like rainbows may be a sign for you from your loved one, is what I'm getting. The rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, and new way forward. Beautiful. And the robin was just talking about new beginnings as well. So I definitely feel your loved one is sending you new beginnings. And I feel like you've earned these new beginnings, by working on yourself. Okay, the rainbow. There are countless myths from all corners of the world that feature rainbows. In most cases, the rainbow symbolizes a bridge between heaven and earth and is a sign of good fortune. Perhaps the most widely known story comes from Irish folklore. It says that there's a pot of gold waiting at the end of the rainbow guarded by a leprechaun. In Norse mythology, Bifrost the Rainbow Bridge connects Earth with Asgard, home of the gods. Ancient Japanese folklore says that rainbows are bridges that the ancestors of humans took to descend to Earth. In the Old Testament book of Genesis, God sets a rainbow in the sky as a comforting symbol to humanity that he will never again destroy the earth with floods. In this oracle, the rainbow's here to comfort and reassure you that the future is full of hope. If you've been going through a challenging time lately, the rainbow's your sign that there are clearer skies ahead of you. Rest deeply in the knowledge that the rainbow brings with it a feeling of sweet relief and a simpler future. There are new beginnings beckoning you forward. There's a clear and vibrant way forward, and the path is steady with opportunities for deep joy, safety, comfort, and peace. Healing Waters affirmation: I'm ready to welcome the new beginnings that are waiting for me. Next, we have the mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. Okay, intuition is pointless unless we act on it. But it rarely makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. But when we do, gather up the will to act on our intuition each and every day, we'll find ourselves living a truly blessed, deeply aligned life that's led from within. I call it living a soul-led life. There's a golden thread before you, calling you toward it, beckoning you forth. You're being called to trust your inner compass and be led from within. Mist and fog form when it's extremely humid and water vapor condenses to form droplets that hang in the air. When mist or fog set in, it's as if everything's hanging in a state of mystery. When we're walking in mist, we make sure we're facing the right way, slow down, and enter a state of trust. Following our intuition is similar to that. While you may not know every step along the way or the exact destination, you're called to trust your inner compass. To trust that the path will appear before you and for you. Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz following the yellow brick road, we're all being led home to ourselves and our soul's path. It just requires us to consistently trust the guidance system within. Soul inquiry, what's your intuition calling you to do right now? And that's going to be different for everybody. For me, it was getting started on doing tarot. Okay, we have the wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care. Take a breath. The wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care. Take a breath. We don't only need water to thrive, we need it to survive. The wellspring card often appears when things are unbalanced or when we've been pushing ourselves beyond our limits in ways that are simply unsustainable. Just like the seasons around us, we too are cyclical, and thus we must pay attention to where we're expecting ourselves to be in full bloom all year round. While we can rely on our reserves for a limited amount of time, if we allow ourselves to become depleted over a long period, to run on empty, it'll likely take longer to recover than it ever did before. We must embrace our humanity and take care of the body by slowing down, quenching our thirst, and finding ways to recover and deeply rest. The Wellspring card is an invitation to look at where you've been going into overdrive, to reflect on the areas where you've been pushing yourself beyond your physical limits, to consider whether you've been forcing yourself to run on your reserves. It delivers a message to reassess the speed and force you're using, to bring more harmony and balance back into your life and to trust your inner seasons, to look after yourself and appreciate your precious body. Soul inquiry, where are you pushing yourself beyond your limits? How are you being called to care more for your body? What are you really, truly thirsty for? And finally, I'm going to pull from the Soul Tarot. So, Spirit, what is the final message this collective needs to see and hear today from their passed on loved one? That is too many. That is far too many, Spirit. What is the final message here? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Final message, we start with the Chariot, number 7 in the Major Arcana. I'm not sure what that is there. Okay, the Chariot, ruled by Cancer, a sacred transition, one that shows up when we have outgrown some aspect of our lives. Like a baby bird hatching from a too tight egg, the Chariot helps us move into a new and beautiful world beyond the one we've been occupying. Okay, and then we've got number 20 in the Major Arcana, Judgment. Okay, Judgment ruled by Pluto. Judgment is a collective, ancestral, and generational energy, one that slowly excavates and reveals something that we must see and integrate before we're able to move forward in our lives. It is nothing less than a slow and crucial awakening, one that can help us to become better and more present ancestors, citizens, and stewards of the world. So I'm getting whoever this reading is meant for, you could be going through an awakening. So that can be very, very hard when you're in it. But it's so worth it when you get through it to the other side, trust me. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.